All right, I don't feel like a loser anymore. Okay, last week I went on here and I did a live about me starting the Tirzepatide, and I was in a bad place in my head about it because I felt like a freaking I don't know. It feels wrong to like inject things into you. It felt like I was cheating. It felt like, all these injectables are just the next lawsuit, right? But then I'm just like, all right, I'm seeing so many people lose weight, and then I just said, screw it, I'm going to do it, right? So I've done it now for a week, and I decided to go for a whole year. I'm going to do it for a year. I actually prepaid. Well, I put it on my credit card. I got paid off. But I'm here to talk about what I noticed for the first week, because I'm not going to do the big doses. I did Tirzepatide, sorry. I did Tirzepatide for 4 months, and I didn't lose anything. And the company I was using just kept increase. And it hurt me like I was having bad stomach pains. I stopped, okay? I am now, but I love the smaller doses, okay? So I'm going to do smaller doses, but then I also hired a lady that's a bodybuilder to help me, and then I am going to sign up for some therapy, okay? So that's my plan, and I'm gonna stick to it. I also just bought this watch thing that it tests all sorts of stuff like heart rate and your body temperature. It does more than just movement. So I am, okay. Somebody just says they put it in their thigh. I put it one side of my fat roll, like one side right here, a big chunk of my fat. Did that last Friday, and then today I took my second round. Here's what I noticed is I do not think about food as much, okay? My husband's about to walk up in here. I don't think about food as much, and I'm not as hungry as much, but I will tell you that I know that I am not getting enough liquid in, because in addition to not being, hey, I'm on a live, in addition to not being hungry, I'm also not thirsty, and then it's hit me, but I've been forcing myself to drink, okay? So I know that that's going to be a problem, right? A lot of people that I've seen, I was worried about being constipated. That is not the case. I have a very healthy morning poo, okay? So there we go. My husband's in here. He's probably shaking his head because I just said that to you, but that is what I'm here for. I'm going to talk to you about what I noticed, but I love the low doses. The low doses just help me feel like a normal, well, what I think would be normal, for, because I'm 320 pounds, right? I'm a big girl, and what I imagine people that are half my body size, what I feel like they think I like, but I might be wrong, okay? I just know that I thought less about food, and I probably need to get to making some eggs and putting cottage cheese in there, because I've been eating my protein brownie, and then like later on I'll eat another protein brownie, and then I'm like, woo, I need to eat something. So then I'm eating like a late lunch. Well, then I'm not really having dinner. So I just need to get on a set schedule. So I did hire the bodybuilder, and she's in her late 40s, just like myself. She's 48, I'm 46. And I'm looking forward to having that accountability for myself. A lot of times I'm other people's accountability, and I need to have my accountability. Just like I always tell people that, having a coach is a wonderful thing, but your coach needs a coach. So I needed a coach. And so I'm pumped about that. Today, all right, here we go. This is, nobody listened to my food advice, okay? I had 3 protein brownies today, and I had a coffee, okay? And then, 3 o'clock, 2:45, I was like, I want some real food. And we had some chili beans, and I had pan-fried some Polish sausage, whatever, some kielbasa egg, whatever you want to call it. I did that with the beans and just like a fourth of a block of cream cheese. And then I had a cucumber. So that's what I had for lunch. All right, so here is, okay, by the way, you've got to watch the video I posted before this live because I bought this for my cat and he's so cute in it. Oh my God, it makes me laugh. Anyways, I'm going to put that down so I'm not being way too weird for the people that aren't used to being around me. Here, I had so many people reach out to me, and one person that's actually watching me right now, I can see who's watching, their words were like really impactful to me. And they talked about, you know, I'm in my 40s and a lot of my friends are in their 60s, and they were like, man, I wish that they wish that they would have taken care of their weight issue at my age so they wouldn't have had the issues. And they told me not to feel ashamed about taking the Tirzepatide because I'm just trying to live a longer life. I'm just trying to live a longer life. I wish that if I was 100 pounds smaller, I think that's like a normal large weight. But with me being in the 300s, man, if I died tomorrow, or if I don't wake up in the morning and I have a heart attack, y'all are gonna be like, well, you know, I could see that coming. So I don't feel ashamed. I wish that I could have been a person that lost it without it, you know, but I'm not. I need help. So, by the way, if you're worried about the needles, you don't feel it. You don't feel it at all. Oh my God, you literally do not feel it. I'll try putting it in my thigh. That's what somebody said right here. But I'm feeling less shameful, and a lot of people contacted me that are taking that stuff that I did not know was taking that. So that, you know, that doesn't mean that it's a good thing. It just means that a lot of people were too ashamed to say that they took it. They didn't want other people to know. So I'm just gonna be me. You know, I'm an oversharer. So, my first week, okay, so here's the deal. I started this damn 10-week challenge at 319 because I wanted to weigh 309, okay? And then had the stress of injured family members, and I had a couple of chicks and sticks. My weight went up. I gained 7 damn pounds. I went up to 326. So my first week on Tirzepatide, I went down 4 pounds until I went to sushi yesterday and ate a lot of sushi. So the total that I ended up losing for the week was 2 pounds. But remember, I went up. Somebody's like, well, I wish I didn't become a diabetic. I'm talking about people that are just taking this medicine for weight loss only, not people that are taking it for diabetes. There's a whole different category. I'm taking this just for weight loss. If I was a diabetic, I'd be taking it's diabetic medicine, you know? So, no. Anyways, so I end up losing 2 pounds, but I know that I'll lose more this next week because I gained so much weight so fast from eating like a linebacker during our chicks and the sticks. You're not worried about side effects. Heck yeah, I'm worried about the side effects, but I'm also worried about weighing over 300 pounds, you know. Whenever I talked to the lady that I hired to help me, she's like, you know, I'm in a lose-lose situation here with being so heavy. That's going to kill me just as much as if Tirzepatide ends up being the next lawsuit. That's what I'm worried about. My husband's surgeon had said that he's opening people up and finding issues from them taking these shots. Okay, I don't know which one it was, but I know Tirzepatide has the lesser of the side effects, and I'm doing a low dosing. So I'm going to do a low dosing for longer. Yeah, I am scared to death about the side effects, but I'm also just got through seeing a family member of mine not mobile. So, and I take after that family member. We are medically like completely the same. So I've got to do something before my luck runs out. And I know somebody said, well, what about intermittent fasting? Yeah, I can do that, but I don't do it for very long. I don't get motivated to stay on doing that. So anyways, somebody just said 2 pounds is 8 sticks of butter. Hey, can I get frequent blood tests? Well, I don't know. I haven't had one in a year or so. Every time I go and have blood tests done, they tell me how healthy I am, except for my weight and my waist circumference. Oh my God, there's a tick on me. So, okay. Have you seen where people have taken a low dose on Sunday and another on Wednesday? I've seen where, so now I have, David, come here and get this tick. The instructions on my bottle, are so damn confusing. Okay. Yeah, get it. Okay. Because, okay, get this straight. I have a biology degree and I've taught microbiology, and I will tell you that the instructions on the medication that I got, it confuses the hell out of me. And it's not the whole units versus the milliliters, okay? It's not that. I don't know. I need to contact the company because I think they want me to take, I'm already taking a microdose, but I think they want me to divide it in half, but they don't say that. You'd think it would be like, boom, take it this, then this many days, take this amount. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan of intermittent fasting. Somebody's talking about that in the comments. Anyways, yeah, I'm scared to death of the side effects, but I'm more afraid of staying at this weight for any longer. So there's my first week, and I hope I have like these videos to reference, and like 4 months from now I'm all like snatched, looking cute, you know what I mean? Well, and somebody says it might be easier after I start with the trainer. Well, here's the deal, girl. I don't know if you can see. No, you can't. I already work out. I already lift weights. I already do cardio. I'm lifting weights like 3. Yep. I do a lot of working out already. So, but I think I need to tweak it. You know, I'm a type A blood type, and I know that type A, man, I love that book that I read whenever I was, a few years ago, and a bunch of my older friends had read a book about eating for their blood type, and it talked about exercising for your blood type. Anyways, I know that type O's have been around a lot longer, and those people do a lot better with like keto and carnivore, and they also handle stress better a lot. And type A blood types die of cardiovascular disease, and so anyways, I wish that y'all would look into that. It's an older book, and you're going to feel like it's not as cool because it's a little bit older, but I know eating for your blood type and exercising for your blood type is good to go. I love that information. So anyways, I will tell you though, I am really working hard to de-stress myself, and I'm really pumped about I was reading your comment and I lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm really excited about working with a trainer. I do better whenever I have like big sister to answer to, and this lady is freaking buff. And you know what, whenever I spoke to her, you know, the thing that and she's taken Tirzepatide. Somebody's like, I have tons of stress with my events. Girl, I'm doing things to change that. This whole year is just about me wanting to get some of the stress off of my plate. I don't know. Oh yeah, you can't see my computer. That's dumb. Like right now, I'm going through all of my old obstacle sheets for our competition, and I'm making me a data bank so then whenever I go to make like new obstacle courses that I'm not just like I'm not starting from scratch. I did that, and I just got through finishing a huge project. I posted about it, where these people that are coming on to host my events, my Country Tough Trail Versatility, I got that huge data bank done. So anyway, somebody's like, don't make sure you eat a bunch of protein. Dude, I eat protein all the time. We have like 4 deep freezes full of beef and chicken that we raise. Like, I don't know how to not eat protein. I have, I've been to 5 countries fighting on international teams, and then I used to compete in powerlifting. And so like, my name should be Brandy Protein Von Holton. Actually, on my, I have this Hume Health thing. And then I just bought the watch. It's supposed to be in any time, but it connects with like the scale, and you stand on it and you have this bar that you hold, and it masses my fat and my muscles per limb. And so I actually have too much muscle mass. I know that sounds crazy to say. I've got way too much fat. Of course I have too much fat, right? But I also have too much muscle mass. So my body's going to have to eat itself, right? This is who I am, but I'm really, really pumped about working with this, with a bodybuilder. I'm just so pumped about that. Whenever I spoke to her, a lot of times people dismiss me. They dismiss me until they realize that I'm a baddie, right? I'm just a baddie that's trapped in a fatty outfit. People dismiss me until they see that I succeed, right? Until they're around me, then they know that I'm an achiever. Anyways, she didn't ever dismiss me. She listened to me, and we talked numbers. I had my glucose monitor on at the time, and I'm not a diabetic. I am trying to keep myself from becoming a diabetic. I'm trying to make sure I keep waking up every day, And so anyways, I just wanted to tell y'all how first week went. First week went wonderful. I have got to, I'm still eating out of habit and joy. Like, for my emotions, like I do, what emotions I eat with? I know some people eat with sadness and fear and stress. I eat with joy. I eat with excitement, and I'm happy, right? I eat with that, and then I'm eating with anxiety. Like, whenever I get nervous, about like, oh, I got to get this done. Oh my gosh. So I've got to not be a joy eater. Maybe I need to be a joy drinker, but not alcohol. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing what the bodybuilder says, and I'm going to compete in it's a competition. It's a bodybuilding competition. Like, we're going to have to get pictures taken of me at this weight, because they need to have before and after pictures. And I think that a lot of this competition goes on like stage presence, and they have like a story. So I'm going to compete in a bodybuilding contest. I think I can rock it. I think if I had like this huge goal, and whenever I try to go to the Olympics, I didn't ever make it to the Olympics, but I fought in 5 countries, right? And I mean, I made USA teams, and I was sponsored by Adidas. Like, if I wouldn't have set that huge goal, and I have a big book that I'm going to put out. And I think that the finale with competing in that, it's a transformation competition. I think having that is I think it's what I need. I moved to this state without a job whenever I try to go to the Olympics. Like, I moved here with enough money for 1 month worth of rent and 2 weeks worth of food and fuel, okay, for my vehicle. And that was the commitment that I had. And I think, I'm not one of those people that's like, don't tell people and then just achieve it, No, I communicate and verbalize what I do. This is who I am. And I'm going to take y'all with me on that journey. I filled out all the questionnaire today, and then I've got to get payment to the bodybuilder, and then that's what I want to do. So the competition, I'll make sure that whenever I get entered in, I would love for y'all to come to it, right? Last year I went to a world championship on my mule. The year before that, I competed at a national championship in women's heavyweight fighting. So that was 24. 25 was the world championship on my mule. 26, I don't really have anything, but I'm trying to get big stuff done. I will tell you, getting that damn, I don't know. See, some of the people, I feel like I got another tick on me. You might be listening to the next Craig Cameron, but not Craig Cameron at all, okay? And if you don't know who that is, he's this horse guy, okay? He's a horse guy, and he's got an association, and it's really freaking cool. But tomorrow, my association is getting hosted by another host in Missouri and by another host in Kentucky. And you know what? Maybe a year from now, maybe I have 50 hosts, right? Maybe I end up being like the coolest thing in the world, right? With all these events being hosted and stuff. But I think a lot more people will listen to me if I'm not 300 pounds in the horse community. So people listen to me after they hear me and after they see what I can do. But hell, I judge people, I judge people all the time, not just the horse world, but like everything. So, I train people. I'm not going to get on no bronchi horse because my insurance deductible is too high. But, anyways, I just wanted to share with you how week 1 went. And I will tell you, one day I overate. It makes you so damn uncomfortable. You are so uncomfortable whenever you overeat. And I needed to feel that. It was more than normal, and I think it's because my stomach has shrank up. So, yes, Debbie says the world is cruel. You know what, though? I don't allow people to be cruel to me anymore. I get rid of them. And I really am excited about going to compete in this transformation competition. And I want to lock in. So, yep. All right. Well, so for the people that reached out to me, man, this one lady called and reached out to me. She was in Italy, and she wanted to talk to me about, like, don't feel shame. You're going to do better. You're going to do better with losing some weight and stuff. And she talked about how much better she was in the saddle. And then so many of my friends reaching out and saying that they wish they would have done it sooner, wish they would have done it at my age, right? So, somebody says they love saving money on nut overeating. Yeah. I'm finding that I think if I just a little bit of snacking and then one solid meal, and that seems to do the trick. My weight went down every day except for today, the first day of the second week, because it's our anniversary and I ate too much sushi, and it was wonderful. I love sushi. So, all right, go watch my video I posted of putting this Batman hat on my cat, okay? All right, and then whenever I enter into that competition, because it's my understanding that you have to enter when you're fat, because there's only so much time that can happen. And so, don't worry, don't be like, don't call yourself fat. No, Morbidly obese is actually what title I have to have. But, though, whenever I'm one of these people that's lost a bunch of weight, I'm not going to talk about how sad I was at this size right here. I'm not sad. I mean, yeah, some things suck about being fat. You know what I mean? I get chub rub, and it's hard as hell to find clothes. And, I worry about my horses, and I don't fit well in chairs, right? I mean, being fat is a challenge, right? Being fat is a challenge, and I know a lot of my friends, they have challenges. I know weight's not going to fix life problems, right? I know that. But I'm not going to be the person that's just I was so miserable and unhappy. No, you see what's behind me? They're magazine cover. These are magazine covers. Those are college. I mean, I have been a very happy person, and I have been very successful as a large person. I am not going to be somebody that just bashes the hell out of being fat. No, this is just who I am right now. And with seeing a family member that was not very mobile, and that I don't know if they're going to make it out of this, it was the swift kick in the ass that I needed, and Tirzepatide is going to be a small piece of something that helps me. What's going to help me the most is me getting my mind right with therapy and me hiring someone, and Tirzepatide is going to help me get at least 100 damn pounds off so I don't have to worry about dying. So that's my thoughts on that. I am not looking forward to whenever I lose weight and then people just dismiss it and say, oh, it's because she took that Tirzepatide. No, it's going to be because I go to a therapist and this is just a tool. You know what I mean? You don't go to a baker and be like, they didn't bake that cake, that fancy oven and mixer did. You know what I mean? I don't know. People need to get their lives right. And here's the deal is I was one of those people. I put so much hate out in the world towards these shots just because they scare me. They scare me. These shots do scare me. But also being this large scares me. So choose your suck. Choose your hard. And I just want all of us to be whatever the heck we want to be. And I don't want to be too small. I just seen all those pictures of Demi Moore. That's hard to see, that just seems like an extreme, but all right, I'll see y'all later. Bye. A lady calls me from, okay. I'm reading y'all's comments. I gotta go make my husband cowboy spaghetti because it's our anniversary. We have been married for 21 years and we went horseback riding today. So that's probably why I had a tick crawling on my shirt. And it was on my arm. But it made me super happy, and I got a Batman hat for my cat. If I haven't told y'all this, I sure do appreciate y'all being here. I'm in an office all by myself, and you're part of my life, you're part of a community, and you're part of a support system for me, and I read every comment. So y'all have a wonderful night. I've said bye 4 times.